Hello everybody, welcome back to Screenstars, welcome to another PlayStation 4 review. Today's review is for Family Feud, the game that is based on the popular TV show. Now in the UK, it is not called Family Feud, it is called Family Fortunes, but it has been on our TV screens ever since I was a kid. I remember way back when it was, I think, Bob Monkhouse in the UK that presented this, and it's had a number of presenters over the years. I think its most current presenter is Gino Di Campo, and if you don't know who that is, he is a celebrity chef in the UK. Now, generally speaking, I don't play a lot of like quiz game shows on the PlayStation. I do sometimes play them on like mobile devices and things like this, but I've just been looking in the most recent sale in the PlayStation Store that has just come up at the beginning of February, and it was on sale in the store for around £5 in the UK. So I thought I would give this one a go because, it's a game show that I don't particularly dislike. It's quite a lot of fun to play in real life when you sat at home watching it on the TV. And it's a good little party game to like play with family members when they come round, or you can even play with them online. So what do you get with Family Feud? Well, if you don't know the format of this game show, essentially it's two families battling each other. They go up one at a time, and they've got to answer a question based on a survey that has been asked of 100 people. So it could be things like, and I'll give you an example of one of the questions on, name something in your home with 4 legs. So you've got to give an answer, and you will then type in the answer. And it's actually quite good at recognising what you type in. If it recognises what you type in, it'll give you 4 options, and you will use the shoulder buttons to choose your options. For example, name something in your house that has 4 legs. You could type bed, for example, and it'll type in bed and it'll recognise it. And if the host recognises your answer, he will actually say what you've typed as well. So the format is very, very similar to anyone that has watched the show. Very, very similar. So you will battle the family. It'll be 4 rounds. And the winner after these 4 rounds, who's got the most points, will go on to the fastest finger, I think it's called, right at the end, where 2 members of the family will have to go and decide and come up with like 5 different answers for 5 different sets of questions. And if you get over 200 points, you win the top prize. And if you get all the top answers as well in those 200 points, you'll win a car as well. Now, obviously, you don't really win 20 grand and you don't really win a car. It's a computer game, for goodness sake, but it is quite a lot of fun to play. Now, in regards to how the game looks, well, you can see for yourself, guys. It's functional, it's colourful, it's nothing special. In fact, it probably wouldn't even be classed as good graphics on a PlayStation 3. But it exactly represents what you want the show to be. The graphics aren't good and they're not bad, they are definitely functional. I've not experienced any bugs or crashes or anything like that, and it's actually published by Ubisoft, so you would expect a certain amount of polish on the game. In regards to how the game sounds, well, you get the usual game show elevator music, you know what I mean? It's cheesy as hell. I don't know if it's a real representation of the US game show, which this is based on, but it sounds quiz showy enough to me. And the game show host, again, I don't know if it's a real representation of the real game show host in the US, but he is fully voice acted, and he does a decent job of presenting the TV show and trying to make it feel as authentic as possible. He'll do his usual thing. He'll introduce the families. He'll keep the game show going in between rounds, and like I say, he will even, if the game recognises the answer that you're typing in, he will actually say it to the scoreboard as well. So the gameplay then, in regards to what options you get, well, you get 4 options really when you're playing this game. You've got the classic mode, which is it's got like 3 challenge modes in the classic mode, in a sense of easy, medium, and hard. You can play it yourself if you like, or it can be up to 5 of your family members, and you're going against like the computer, and the level of challenge depends on whether you go easy, medium, or hard. 3 different families. And where you can play it yourself, but like I say, if you've got other members of the family in the room, you just basically hand the controller to them when it's their turn, or they can each have their own controller. But let's be honest, how many of you have got, 4 or 5 PlayStation 4 or even PlayStation 5 controllers? Because you could play this on the PlayStation 5, obviously, lying about. It's much easier just to hand the controller to each family member. So that's the one you're going to have probably most of your time playing. There is an online mode where you can play against online players, but I've tried it a number of times and I can't find a match. I don't imagine the player base for this game is particularly big, so I think you're going to struggle to find a match online. But you can play an online match with your friends online, which I haven't tried, but that's probably going to be your best option. And there's a broadcast mode as well, which you could stream and let your viewers that you're streaming to, the people that are watching the stream, they can help you choose the answers. I haven't tried that yet, but I'm actually quite looking forward to trying that. I might actually stream this for my subscribers to see what they think and to join in with it. So it does sound like a bit of fun, certainly in regards to the broadcast mode. So I will hopefully be trying that out in the coming days, so to speak. Now, in regards to strengths here with this game, well, it is a lot of fun. It's a good, fun party game, and certainly at the price that I paid it for, it's worth playing for that, I suppose. And it's a good way to interact with your audience if you've got your own YouTube channel as well, if you're going to play like the broadcast mode. Beyond that, in regards to weaknesses, well, the online mode, there isn't an online mode that I can find in regards to effectively finding opponents to play, which is a bit of a shame. And it is quite repetitive. It's basically the same thing over and over again. But I'll be honest, I've been quite impressed. It's not repeated any of the question sets yet since I've been playing this. And I've not been putting endless hours into it, but I've put enough hours into it. So if you're looking for a good, fun family party game at a very cheap price, it's cheap right now in the sale, but it is not going to change your world or anything. For the cheap price, it's worth picking up, but it's not a great game, so I'm going to give it a 6 out of 10, guys. So let me know in the comments if you've played the game, if you're looking to pick it up to play with the family. And of course, I will always be back with plenty more reviews and content on the channel very, very soon.